Disclaimer before the video starts, this video is not for kids under the age of 13, and to adhere to YouTube's new rules, especially since I don't make money off of these videos, we're just gonna stop avoiding swears. Thank you. Holy shit. Okay, before the video starts, I gotta say one thing. This video got so delayed that I actually forgot how to do what the fuck I was teaching, and had to read through my own script to remember while I was recording the video. Okay, on with the episode. Has this ever happened to you? Up late trying to make a background with the exact same shapes over and over again? Well, I'm going to teach you how to get around with such an issue. Welcome to Not Learning Anything. Sit your ass down because we're going to be learning some tricks in Photoshop. Now, I'm not a genius in Photoshop. Probably never will be. It's not my main drawing program. My drawing waifu will always be Miss Paint Tool Sai. But I did take several classes on Adobe programs, so I sorta know my way around them. The thing that actually has been useful and that I managed to remember is the custom brush tool in Photoshop. I use it a little too much in probably pretty blunt and obvious ways, but hey, maybe this tutorial will teach you how to use it correctly with some backwards ass logic. There are two different ways that we'll be looking at today to use this brush tool. I'm sure there will be more, but I don't want to teach you about things I researched 5 seconds ago, so I'll just be showing you these two, which will be shape brushes. Basically what I was referring to at the beginning. Something to help you make patterns and large amounts of the same shape, etc. Effect brushes, brushes that you can either make yourself or very easily find online to help with effects like smoke, fire, clouds, and more. Now strap in. This is gonna be a long boy. Now getting started is real easy here. I've got this lovely little shape here. Look at it. It's a star. I drew it myself. Aren't you proud? Before we do this, quickly make sure that it is black. If it is any other color, it will make the brush transparent. Now we're going to go in and quickly select it. Now you see all these tabs at the top? We're gonna go click on that little edit tab. Down, down, down. Oh look! There's Define Brush Preset. Ta-da! Now we have a new brush. Wow, look at that. We can put it everywhere. But we don't want to just spam it around, right? We want scatter, color, and more. Photoshop has many special tricks for this. Now we gotta go into this little testy document here and click this beautiful tab over here. Just an FYI, again, I'm not a Photoshop master. I'm only sharing what I know, so most of these little tabs here, we're not gonna use them. They can be used for messing around with these shape brushes, so you should go discover them for yourself. I'm only teaching the basics. So let's go in and move that spacing bar. Oh man, those brush strokes sure aren't very close anymore. The poor stars being pushed so far from each other, like if you cry every Tim. This bar changes just how far the shapes are when you drag the brush. The other way we can space and move things are space dynamics and scattering. Now let's speed through these different settings. Size jitter changes the size in between each shapes. Control, do you want this to be controlled by your tablet pen? Then fix these settings. There are more options, but I don't know what they mean. Minimum diameter, the minimum difference in size. I think. Angle jitter, rotate the shape. Roundness jitter, flip jitter, flips some of them shapes. And on to scattering. Scatter, this scatters the shapes. They go everywhere. Count, this changes the count of how many shapes are between them. Count jitter, this changes the amount of clumps of shapes. Oh boy, that was a lot of describing. Now let's show what having a bunch of these little settings on looks like. Look at how, pretty these stars are. Wow, but wait, they're all black. We haven't added color. But oh no, we want more than one color, don't we? That's when we gotta hit the color dynamics. Now. Foreground/background jitter switches up on lighter and darker colors, I don't know why. Hue jitter changes the color. Saturation jitter changes the saturation, aka how gray and dull a color is. Brightness jitter makes the color brighter or darker. Purity simply changes how pure the overall color is. Oh god, so many settings. But look at all these colors. Oh my. Look at all these pretty effects. So much customization. Now how do we use these? Let's take this cutie patootie and swirl her around these stars. Okay, you can probably find better uses for these. It's helped me make a bunch of really dumb drawings where it's severely obvious that I'm lazy. But damn, are they useful. Like I said, I'm sure you guys can find better uses for these than my laziness. Speaking of not being lazy, let's move on to effect brushes. Now, I've only used these maybe once, for this very specific picture. So, I only have cloud brushes and the brushes that Photoshop came with. But believe me, open up Google and you can find hundreds or maybe even thousands of these useful brushes. They can help you create things like clouds, fire, stars, probably even water. These brushes basically just work as plopping down a texture, and you can use all the same brush effects for these if you'd like. Experiment! I can't tell you how to use these. I'm dumb and don't know how. There's probably so much more that you can use with all these wonderful brushes, but this is just the basics of it and what I know. It'll at least help you get started and help you go somewhere. And that was Not Learning Anything, with your host Sarah. A very delayed episode for over a year because I'm lazy. I hope you didn't learn anything, or else this would be false advertising. See you next episode, hopefully.